when I'm by the ocean, I spend time on the beach every morning. And I wanted to talk about the jazz that I take my mum to, and how all that developed. So it's been more than a year. We've been going, when I'm in Newcastle, the first Saturday of every month, to the Carrington Bowling Club. And I know a lot of people there because I get up and dance with a friend of mine and anyone else who wants to join in. I rarely take videos. I've gotten to know, we sit with a bunch of people from like the Tanilba Bay kind of Lemon Tree Passage area. I message them and they save seats for us now. So many people. I know most of the people in the Carrington Bowling Club, or at least someone on each table. And Mum loves jazz. That was really, really special on Sunday when she got up to dance. She's got up once before, but just briefly for half a song. But this was a really good dance and joined in with everyone. The change in her is just beautiful. Had tears in my eyes. It was so nice. She's watched me dance so much. And we've, since I've been in Newcastle, or when I'm in Newcastle, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I spend with my mum, not the whole day, but a considerable part of it. Lunches, drives in the country. I've been taking drives with her. I don't take any videos then, it's just special time for us. And we put jazz on, I put jazz on, or sometimes it's Glenn Campbell or John Denver or something, and we drive. We've been around the lakes here, Lake Macquarie, so many different places, and the countryside. But I go away and then come back and notice a difference. So when I came back in January, Mum had less energy and we weren't going on big long day trips, we were going on shorter trips. And we still do that, we still run in a few hours and she gets tired and needs a rest. But yeah, Friday walking group, actually on Friday I didn't go, and Mum started driving herself places, from, even though she's in a totally different area of Newcastle, right on the edge at Shortland, where no one really goes very much. So she took herself to chair yoga and history class. She's done that the last 2 Mondays and Tuesdays, but last Friday she went to Nobby's Beach and met for the walking group, and I had something on, I couldn't take her, and asked her to go back home so that I could take her out for lunch and we wouldn't have too many vehicles, and it's just easier. Then we can go anywhere to lunch. And I got there and she wasn't home. I thought that I'd passed her car, but I wasn't sure of the registration plate. But as I was heading to her place, it was going the other way. So by the time I called her, it was like 20 minutes since I'd seen her. She just kept driving. She couldn't find Shortland, where she lived. She was looking for signs. She didn't know what to look for. So she ended up in Argenton. She would have kept driving had I not phoned. She didn't answer when I phoned. She pulled into a bakery car park and phoned me and said, "I'm lost, I don't know where I am." So I went, parked Venice there and took her off to lunch because we were meeting someone for lunch, so we were a little bit late. But yeah, it's interesting. I've obviously never had an ageing mother before, and all that I'm learning from that, I'm really grateful that my stepbrother and sisters sold her house and cleared most of it out, or cleared it all out, and found her somewhere else to live. It's me that she calls when she feels a bit lost, or wants company, or wants to talk to someone. And there's not that many activities at her place to fill up all of her days, or put enough in her days. Although she did some watercolour art the other day, and it's quite amazing what she's done. She always was good at art, but hasn't done much of it. And she can paint things that looks like something, whereas I am not so good at that. I just do short strokes, and mine are more abstract. Anyway, yeah, it's not easy to be someone who doesn't live here and has things to do. Like in Newcastle, I can't get, I'd booked into the mechanic like 4 or 5 weeks before I got in. They can't see me again, there's still some issues. So I'm going back to the Sunshine Coast, and also because I'm having a birthday, and I'm having a birthday party with a bunch of friends from southeast Queensland. I feel really special that some of my friends are travelling to go to my afternoon, evening, whatever it turns into, fun time. I also am getting a new fridge, and I can't get something organised in Newcastle because they're all booked out for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll be gone by then. So I am booked in a giant RV again. They're going to replace my fridge and look at my solar, because something has gone wrong with my power. Is very low overnight and isn't charging like it should. So it seems like there's something wrong with my solar panels. Venus has been, it's probably about 7 years since she was built, I think, from the plates on it. So yeah, the fridge is just falling apart and cracking and mouldy. And so yes, new fridge, solar panels checked out, rust removed or treated on the roof, because I had a friend trying to get me into someone that he knew, and there's so many insurance jobs they prefer to have than small one-day jobs to get some rust off a van that needs a big place. I can't just go to anywhere because she's 2.1 metres high, plus all the stuff I've got on top now, so it's higher than that. So yeah, that will also be done on the Sunshine Coast, and the mechanic up there will be able to do the extra things. I've got a list of potential things that need looking at or doing. We'll wait and see what it's like. So my life on the road has kind of turned into in between 2 different places at the moment. I feel I can't go too far away from my mum for too long. Yesterday, I knew she was going to the doctor at 2:45, and I told her I'd take her, and she was all excited for me to take her, and then rang me yesterday, and my stepsister had organised it and was going to take her. So now we have to write names with what appointments she's got, so she knows, because Mum didn't remember that Alison was taking her, and I wanted to see my mum, so I ended up taking her. Took her to get a look at Charlestown Square where she knows, and she bought a few things at the supermarket that she needed. Filled her car with petrol because she's not real keen doing that, and I do that anytime I can to help her out. And today I'm having a day of rest, and I needed to smash myself at Pilates yesterday. I work really hard, and yeah, pretty intense hour. Plus it was high 30s yesterday. I ended up having a cold shower at this beach I'm at 9:30 at night last night, because the Venus temperature doesn't go down. It had gone down to about 28 outside or something, and it's still 33, and I needed a shower. So my sleep was a bit disturbed because it was stinking hot, which I love, but yeah, I had my fan on all night, and I was a bit concerned that the power would drain too much, but it didn't. Anyway, so I have things to get done. This is a rambling post, and probably too long for most people on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, but I just had to let all that out, because Mum also told me she hasn't been doing laundry. She doesn't know how long for, so I put some laundry on when I got to her house, and she checked that she was hanging it out last night. And she's got an area that's undercover, and she was. So we're going to add that to her cleaners, and she forgot about the cleaner because it wasn't on her calendar. The cleaner comes every second week, RSL Life Care or whatever, so we can add laundry to that now. Her mother did the same. I reminded her of that the other day. When I was a kid, Mum used to go and clean her mother's house and do laundry for her, actually, and now my mum's the same. She needs help doing that, and unfortunately I'll be away a few weeks, so. But I keep checking on her. I ring her twice a day, making sure she's doing okay and knows what she's doing for the day. And because when I spoke to her yesterday afternoon, she didn't remember that it was me, that had taken her to the doctor. Memory loss is a sad thing, and I wish I could spend more time with her, but I'm also getting my website sorted and my business and seeing some clients and growing that. And she understands that. And she knows I really want to have a party with my friends, the people that I'm closest to. And having lunch here in Newcastle as well with people that I'm close to, people that are special. Then I head off in a week's time. So adventures on the road and then get some work done. I need my brochures printed. They'll be ready in a couple of days, so I'll have to get them printed on the Sunshine Coast. There's not enough time to have them printed in Newcastle and pick them up, so I have to have them printed by someone on the Sunshine Coast, and then I'll go there and pick it up. I'm pretty loyal anyway. I like to support the same businesses when I can, because they do good work. If you want a website, Charles is your man. Yeah. Happy to promote other people's businesses. If you want a numerology session, Sandy Atkins is your man. Message me if you want. Yeah, if you want an energy healer, I've got a few of them. I've got an earth energy healer friend, kinesiology friend, all people whose services I use. Anyway, I'll start sharing those in, there'll be a musings section. There is, it's just not started yet, a musings section on my website where anything that comes through on the day that I feel like sharing, I'm going to share. It's being set up when I send my first one through. Anyway, it's pretty rough, the ocean today, so I will probably go in. I can generally navigate it more when it's big, as long as it's not too crashy. I can go in between, although I'm not sure I will. But we'll wait and see. There's only no one else on the beach but me. People walking, no one else lying on the beach but me. Crazy life at the moment. The world's crazy. I'm supporting people through some big shifts in my coaching. Anyway, if I don't have a swim, I'll still have a cold shower. I love cold showers now that it's warm again. Not hard to get used to, for me anyway, because I did it till June.